Being a strong man, I know you don't want adoration, but today shall regardless serve to be an elaboration of your role in making me whole. May today be as a celebration with respect to your relationship with raising your own naive creation in a boy that wildly and unexpectedly gained elation. Not as a sensation outlived by a dream, but a ridiculed beam that always seemed to be ever supported and always gleamed upon despite unrealistic sight, and by faith in what a father knew to be right, and always knowing to let me know that everything will be all right. Despite the fact that life is full of unavoidable suffering, you encouraged me that strife was fuel for my enjoyable experiences that such fatherly governing could only have known then. Such that Ben, named for a man begat of his mother, should only suffer in order to be prepared for greatness. That sweet taste that often forgets us till we're called upon to rise to our fate. You have been my hero, my coach, my dad, and my symbolized approach to being a good person. My shield against worsened circumstance. You've given me love in advance of realizing the significance of walking out the door, not knowing if chance or more cynical choices were behind my stance. But all you ever asked of me, in lieu of knowing I was an outcast, was simply to be safe. Be safe, buddy. Do good things. Study, get muddy, live life. And all the while I was your willing understudy. You taught me pride, how to confide when things aren't right inside. The upside to every downside, the disappointment instead of anger when I lied. The little things that say, I tried. The between the lines gray area that my actions implied. The promise that you wouldn't misguide. Every curbside bedside, which you were my ride. You dropped me off and picked me up from every new phase of my becoming a man. And now, here I stand. So grateful to you for being there. Rather than saying life's not fair, you were there. When I threw a baseball that needed a catcher, I betcha you were there. When I held my first gun with Papa Ben and those BBs hit the wind, you laughingly stared because you were there. On my first day of college, I cried in realizing my new home was not our house, but you declared to mitigate my despair by on a consistent basis still being there. Any excuse to check up on my welfare, from washing my clothes to disinfecting my dorm, you were there. When I became depressed and expressed that I didn't have a care, you were there. When I rebelled and did weird things and unclear things with my hair, you were there. When my life was a nightmare, you bowed your head and made a prayer, and then you were there. You raised me in a way that I couldn't deny, being aware of being cared for. There is no semblance of fatherhood that could compare elsewhere on this earth to the rare gift of you having given me in this life. So as you were there for me, now I am here. True to the man I know who helped me through my growth, I am your son, whom as mentors could have had none better than you. I'm a lucky boy, embedded with a Raffy to manhood and comfort by the simple fatherly phrase, be safe. Thank you. I love you. Rest in peace.